How's it going, guys? Copy here. Today I wanted to go over the leveling for Iris 2, aka Iris Vigilant Breeze. She had a very smooth campaign, very smooth time through maps, and she's been really breezing. A few things that we learned along the way that I want to cover is early game, the best thing to be running is actually going to be Fire Spirits. Summon Fire Magus outperformed everything else by a large margin purely because of the empowered skill that is just a persistent fire damage debuff, or basically it's a fire damage dot. It's like Righteous Fire from Path of Exile. You had two pets running around with that. And pretty much all the early leveling, even through like level 45 or so, you pretty much never even, you never really take control of your pet until you get to a boss, right? You go inside of your pet, you hit the ultimate key once, and it just kills the boss or kills whatever it is. But outside of that, you're pretty much just running, so you can maintain all of your other spells or of your other skills. So you can still be blinking around, still using Blurry Steps, still using Dazzling Bloom and Nourish, and just be able to actually move. So that was very important. You pretty much stay on the Fire Spirit setup all the way through until about level 60. At that point, you can actually swap to either this Frost Spirit plus Erosion Magus version that I'm running now, or what I actually ended up doing was using Stone Spirit along with Erosion Magus over here. So there's a few reasons for this. What we did learn, so again, we did end up using Whirlwind Tango. It was fantastic. It was great. The way that things work is when your character runs out of life while you're in this form, you just go into Reconjuring. So if you see my little bar here, it goes down. You can still move and do everything. You just can't use the abilities of your spirit. But as you can see, you can get it to where your regen starts to get very high. We are stacking a lot of regain. We are stacking a lot of life regen. And then there is a very important necklace that comes from Treasure Trove called Lady's Tears. This comes from the level 54 Treasure Trove. This is important. You really want to focus this to make sure you get it. Also, while you're leveling in the level 27 Treasure Trove, or 35 Treasure Trove rather, you want to make sure that you get two of the mace weapons for the this right here, Interlocking Soul. These are very nice. They help with your early leveling, and they make a huge difference as you level. Those are important. You really want to make sure you're using those. And then the next thing is at level 60. This trait here for Happiest Reunion is when you end up swapping off of Fire Spirits, basically. Is when you get your third Spirit Magi, this allows you to run a pair of Spirit Magi over here, and then one that you actually go inside that you end up taking control of. So what this trait actually does here is while you are in the Vigilant state, all Spirit Magi are considered merged. So what that means is that when you are inside of your one Spirit Magi here, even if I don't hit any buttons, because they're all considered in me, the other ones are just spamming their ult right now. They're just spamming their ult nonstop over and over again. And the reason why we're running the Frost Spirit is because the life regen that is coming from the Frost Spirit is being shared with the Erosion Magi because of our level 75 trait here, Nurturing Breeze, where all life regeneration and bonuses to life regain and other things are all shared, along with this additional damage reduction that we do have here. This helps with the sustain. If you do run the Rock Magi instead, it does allow you to get this nice leap attack here, which is pretty nice in maps. To be honest, like this, it's kind of a toss-up if I really enjoy using this versus just using the Frost Magi. It's really a toss-up. You can use whichever you want. I believe, I mean, the damage is definitely a little bit higher on the Frost version, but I mean, this one just feels better. I mean, it's nice. It's again, the damage is a little bit lower, not it's like maybe 10, 15 mil lower or something like that. Right now, which I guess is probably 25% lower than using Frost Spirit. But it's still it does definitely have more defenses in regards to more damage reduction, but obviously your damage goes down as well. So there's a trade-off there. So I'm sticking with this here. We are using Dazzling Bloom. Everything else you do have to have either on preparation or on an activation medium. Your Q skill is the only ability that does go through when you are in your spirit form. Everything else has to be on an activation medium or, again, preparation in order to get used while you're in your spirit form. And then we are running weapon amplification as well as spell amplification. Because the damage on the Erosion Magi is all physical damage that is converted to erosion. So all the bonuses to Fizz do still work with this, and you get that nice little buff. Quick Decision is really, really big just because there's a pretty long cast time on the ult. So we're stacking cast speed for the Spear Magi. Along with this is really helping to ensure we're really pushing the damage as high as we can. The 6th link for this is either passivation or added physical damage. I'm pretty sure it's added physical damage just because of the amount of percent bonus damage we are getting or percent added damage that we are getting. So keep that in mind. That is pretty much what you're going to want to end up doing with it. Other things to look out for if you can get some Mind Infusion boots. These are very, very inexpensive. I think I paid like 1 or 2 FE for these. They help. Dark Gate is nice. You get some extra buffs as well every time you use an Empower skill, which is nice. Same thing goes with Horn Rings. Early on, again, you get a nice little buff to less damage taken, as well as some crit strike damage and movement speed for your minions. I did notice that it appears this movement speed is working for you while you are in your minion form. You are considered to basically be a minion. So you get the extra bonuses to minion movement speed from these rings. So it's been kind of nice. So because of that, I've been able to get away with not having to run the stone golems. And basically while I'm in maps, when I'm using my Empower abilities, I am just constantly basically getting to where I am moving forward, and you can see I have a nice little movement speed boost, and I'm moving quite fast. So this is really, really helpful. For the tree itself, we have God of Machines here. Again, we're stacking all the life recovery as well as minion ultimate damage and minion skill levels. We did swap to isomorphic arms as soon as we crafted a staff. And then an alchemist, again, same thing, all the life recovery, movement speed, ultimate damage, and then levels to Spear Magi. And then same thing for Warlock. We take the cooldown recovery so we can use Dazzling Bloom more often because it is our movement skill. And then other than that, it's just minion damage and elemental resistance, and then the +1 to skill levels here. I have all of this information in the spreadsheet as well. That I've been basically updating and maintaining. I will post this in the comments down below. So yeah, there's that. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments down below. And if you want to look over the VOD from yesterday or from the stream, if you want to see the character in action a little bit more, then feel free to watch that. And other than that, see you in the next one.